I'm scared. Okay, starting with her, I pulled up a big loop so I don't lose any stitches. I'm gonna isolate one of the loops because I don't think all 4 of these strands are gonna go through the bead. So got my 1 loop, I got my bead on my little threader, and I'm just gonna see if I can pull this through. Ah, okay, that was so chill. I have my bead on one of my loops and carry on with my half double crochet. More stitches so you can see. I think it's gonna work, girls. Yeah, she's just right in there in the stitch. So what I did again, pull up a loop, isolate one of the loops to thread into a bead. And this one has a big enough hole that I just thread it right through. Putting both of my loops back onto my hook. And again, okay, so now you can see this is the loop without the bead. This is the one with. I'm gonna make sure the one without doesn't have so much slack. So I'm gonna pull them both tight. It requires this one to be pulled a little bit tighter. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my half double crochet, and the bead's just kind of gonna float in there. Her new little house. Why is she so cute? I've arrived at the terrible awful, which is where the bead is from the previous row. And it's kind of floating over 2 stitches. And this is the right side of the work. So this is what the outside's gonna be. Pull the bead towards me and then find right here, the little stitch where I can keep working and then go into here and then go move on with my life. It's cute. I've arrived at a bead from a previous row. So I'm just pulling the bead towards me and then finding the little stitch behind it. The yarn that I'm not putting in the bead is the one that's kind of like floating behind the bead, that loop that creates the stitch for me to work into. So basically I'm just grabbing from behind the bead in the wrong side of the work, and it's been pretty chill. Cute as